Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Get it!
First down, here's Thompson Robinson. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
17 yards. First down, Rams.
Track him, 60. Hustle.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Packers defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Third down from the gun, Thompson Robinson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, great field position for them, Charles, to start that drive, but not a lot of yardage to be had. They do, however, come away with a long field goal.
Yeah, and that's a plus. I mean, give them credit for that. They start the game 3-0. Don't come away empty-handed on this opening possession. And one other thing, it's a 50-plus yard field goal. Let's give the kicker a little respect as well. Those kind of kicks aren't routine.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Love. That's to the rookie, Jackson Smith-Njigba. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Edo blue. Slide through. Zoom black. Claws red. Ready?
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Eluding the pressure right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Packers defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the game? Their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Play action, now Thompson Robinson.
This is caught. Touchdown. Tyler Higbee. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Rams are able to extend their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, right where this set them down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Red, cycle. Ready.
On 3rd down, Love. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw now. Here's Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Black shot.
Love looking to throw it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now Love.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. John Johnson with the INT. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Seven Pirates.
Throwing on 2nd down, Thompson Robinson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lucas Van Ness in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
65 catch.
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. First down, going to the air with Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8.
Viking 18.
off the play fake. Thompson Robinson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing, Thompson Robinson. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt. This is fielded at the 27. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
On the double.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, Dillon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Yellow, go. Green jack.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Love to pass. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
43 rail. Go red.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hut.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Love will sneak it. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Hey.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Smash, red. Fury, yellow. Ready?
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers get a bit closer. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Anders Carlson, the kickoff for the Packers.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
The DTR going to throw it here. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And now they're in the hurry up.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Rams.
79 Broncos. 18 Pioneers. Go.
Thompson Robinson to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so they went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60.
Thompson Robinson. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Sticking to the air, hits Thompson Robinson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
Ready.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson now to throw.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
3rd down from the gun, Thompson Robinson.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, is just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Go.
A second down throw for Love.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right?
And now here is another interception.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
First down, here's Thompson Robinson.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
To throw is DTR.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off.
Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Striker, 3-3.
Love, they go play action now.
And complete to Smith-Njigba.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
And my goodness, another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 40. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Thompson Robinson off of play action. Rolling to his right. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Play action, now Thompson Robinson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Lions. Buffalo 18. 19 Lions. Cut 19. Cut 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams have opened the lead up to 30.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing, anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams just continue to roll.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Get wide now.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Gain of 17 yards.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Delta. Delta.
Second down, Bridgewater.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 4 brings up third and 4.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
A gain of 2 on the play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. They go play action. Bridgewater. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Bridgewater's, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Bridgewater. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers! Luke Musgrave with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Bridgewater will try and throw. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Up to the 20.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It's complete to Hopkins. Shelling through the defense. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That was all Preston Smith navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss.
19 tight, 19 tight, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Thompson Robinson. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Off the play fake, Bridgewater.
This one swung out here to Jones.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing, Bridgewater.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
All right, for a lot. Get wide now.
On third down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's...